Alhamdulillah wahda wassalatu wassalamu ala man la nabiyya ba'da. Inshallah, in our series Creed of the Rightly Guided, we will be doing our next aqidah, and that is, nor do created beings resemble Allah the Exalted. Nor do created beings resemble Allah the Exalted. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, Laysa kamithlihi shay, nothing is like him. Surah Shura, verse number 11. What is the meaning of resemblance? What do you mean by someone resembling another person? One way someone can resemble the other is in quality. For example, we say this person is like a lion. This person is like a mountain. This person is like a flower. When we compare two things, we are comparing them in their attribute, in their quality, being brave, being beautiful, being strong. So two things can resemble in the sense of them having one specific quality that they share. They don't have to be exactly alike, but they can have something that they share in regards to attributes like bravery, beauty, strength, intelligence, speed, anything, quality they share. Or it could be two things resemble in form. All human beings are alike in the form, in the sense that we all are alike the way we are, but at the same time we are all different, right? But the form, the shape of a human being is same, right? Similarly, many animals, they are similar in the form. So two things can resemble. When we say this resembles this, either we are speaking about an attribute, or we are speaking about the way they look, right? The way they are shaped, the way they are formed. So when we are saying nor do created beings resemble Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are saying that the way human being is. For example, we have a physical body. We do not resemble Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not have this physical body. We do not resemble Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have attributes. We are brave. We are intelligent. Means our bravery is nothing like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have justice in ourselves. We are just. We are merciful. We are loving. We are caring. We do not resemble Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala attributes are going to be different than ours. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does have this attribute. Allah said Rahman, He is Rahim, He is Wadud, right? Ghafur, Shakur, Allah is forgiving, loving, caring. Yes, accepting the repentance of His slaves. He is Adil, He is just. All of that is there. But that is not like ours, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees, but He's not just sees, He's all seeing, right? I am dependent on having eyes to see. I need my ears to hear. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can do all of that without needing this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not resemble us. In other words, the way we are, the way the creation is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is beyond that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is beyond our comprehension, right? We cannot say or come up with a picture of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all strong, so this is how somebody all strong would look. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is, all loving, this is how someone all, no, He does not resemble us, He does not look like us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is beyond our comprehension. Now the question comes, that is that what is the objection attributing resemblance of creation to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Why can't we just say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have this body, He just have it perfect? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has the same eyes, He just have it better. Just like in this world, we all have the body, but not everyone is as strong. People have the eyes, but not everyone can see. Or people can see, some see better. We all have ears, but not everyone hears or hears someone better. Why can't we just say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does have these physical things, or He does resemble us? It's just that He is perfect. So He has everything. We resemble Him. So the way we look, that's how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would be. The way we love, that's how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would love. The way we forgive, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive. Why can't we just say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala resembles us in that aspect? He's just perfect. So the answer is that all these things are created and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not create it. Giving attribution to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala of anything that's created, first of all, makes him created. Number two, makes him dependent. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Allah, or we worship him, we believe in him, right? He deserves to be worshipped. He is a God. Why? Because he is not in need. لا يحتاج إلى شيء وكل شيء يحتاج إليه. He is not in need of anyone. If I give Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the eyes, then Allah needs the eyes to see. If I give Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala any body, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala needs the body to physically to exist, right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala becomes restricted and limited. Similarly is the qualities. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is love, but the way we love is not the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would love. The way I do justice, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala justice is different. The way I show mercy, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to be different. Right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for me to think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to show mercy the way I do. No, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to show mercy in the way, this is the way, the quality of Allah, this is the sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? These are the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? We cannot come up with an example that this is the most merciful man in this world. This is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is beyond that. Mercy comes from Allah. Love comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is no example of that in this world. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not have any resemblance. So we cannot attribute any resemblance of creation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not created and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not restricted. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not dependent. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is far more greater than we can imagine. So the summary is, number one, nothing resembles Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And number two, we cannot attribute anything created to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not created, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not dependent, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not restricted. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the correct understanding, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to allow us to convey the true message of Islam. Subhanallah bihamdihi, subhanakallah bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.